Hello, welcome back to Let's Build the Belated 200 subscribers special. Today is going to be a shorter episode, certainly compared to last time. The main thing I want to do here is, just for today, is to go over Chinese missions, and I want to change their second strike to be... let's actually... Oh, this is what I wanted. So 5:30. Let's set this to 5. And save that. And let's set the activation immediately. And we will make that active. So that should trigger a bit faster, because I remember seeing it took a little while for it to trigger. I don't think... Maybe the bombers were like just starting to take off when we finished, but... Well, that's what I want to do there. Because I think for the most part, we've got the Chinese side pretty well cooked. The USN side could use a few more edits. One of them is going to be, let's see, the mission for counter air zone. I want to... I kind of want to stretch this one out and stretch this one out. So that way they'll cover a wider area. And then finally, once again, I know this must be everyone's favorite thing by now, doctrines and ROEs again. Weapon release authorizations. So first thing I want to do is let's go to this one, RIM 1, DRAM SM6 Block 1B. Most of this is fine. Okay, do not use weapons against ships. Here we go. Do not use weapons against this target. No automatic fire. Maybe that's what I gotta do. Because I don't think I changed the automatic firing range. But that should... Okay, do not use... No automatic fire. Do not use in self-defense. Do not use... No automatic fire. Do not use in self-defense. So hopefully that fixes that. As far as the Tomahawks, which... I think these are the guys we're on. Oh yeah, this is no automatic fire. I think if we change that, that might be... So it can use them against ships if I decide that's what I want to do, but it should not automatically fire them now. So I think, likewise... Actually, I'll probably do that here too, because we're number one, no automatic fire. Number two, do not use against land. Because I want to save the Tomahawks for that. So we can tell them no automatic fire against land targets. And I think this will let me plan out missions a lot better. Alright, and then I gotta change the... I was a little disappointed with the limited use of the ESMs. Yeah, we have E and H in our inventory. We're going to switch these back to... Oh, that's probably why. So we're going to set their self-defense values back to 15 nautical miles. Guided weapons can be maximum range. Just so that way they aren't using up all the SM-6 missiles, because they are great, don't get me wrong, but... Okay, that looks about right then. And then, let's see, what else do we have here that we need to edit? Probably just check in on alright, the UGMs. I don't think the submarines have fired automatically, though. They've been behaving themselves, so I won't touch the UGMs, which is a sub-launch variant of the Tomahawk, for the time being. That could certainly change, but one thing I did want to change up here, or not even change, but just check it on, like I said, is what's it under? Here we go. Rim 116C, Ram Block 2. Okay, these are all set to system default, which is fine because it's got a pitifully short minimum or maximum range. And then one last thing I do want to check. I'm not sure if I did this. I just want to see if I ever adjusted the weapons fit on the oh, I didn't. Each. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, we're going to add a couple mounts here. Because if we're giving cruisers lasers, then obviously the Ford should be retrofitted with those as part of its close-in defense system. And I'm trying to think, was it the Helios? I want to say it was Helios. 150 kilowatt IFPC. I want to choose the right one. IFPC HEL. Okay, that's a truck-based one. I think it was Helios. Now, how effective it's going to be against like missiles and stuff, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. It's not perfect, but basically kind of putting 3 of them at the different weapons corners. So it's basically got 360-degree field of fire through 3 of the lasers. It has a 10 nautical mile range, 90% hit probability. Valid targets include guided missiles and bombs. Yeah, and it's on the Preble, and it was tested on the Pond, so I think this is valid. So actually, what we can do too, we go and edit the doctrines. I kind of want to see what the doctrine is. Okay, first of all, let's reset everyone to use these before I forget that. But what does the Helios... Does it even show up on here? Looking for Hayways, JDAMs, Stormbreakers, JDAMs, rockets, laser shot. Alright. Oh, I set maximum range. I'm not worried about Okay, so that might have been needlessly handicapping them. There we go. So we might see a little bit more of the laser. Because I'm not sure what, I'm not even sure what it looks like. Like, we've seen how gunfire looks on here, where it's just those kind of, those white projectiles on the map, almost kind of, those white lines. We've obviously seen lots of missiles. We've seen the hypervelocity rounds, which get their own unique icon, which is interesting because they are guided. They do have a very limited guidance capability, which is why they, and I think they're supposed to have a data link too, so you're supposed to retarget them. But obviously, excuse me, even against subsonic targets, they've been probably better than conventional five inch artillery, but definitely no replacement for for an SM6. Now at closer ranges, like they are firing probably pretty close to the max range though too, so keep that in mind. Maybe at closer ranges they'd be significantly more effective. I would think so at the very least. Um, but again, I think that guidance is really for like the guidance and the data link is really for if someone is like lasing a target. It's like, no, go after this one instead. That's right next to it. Like, yeah, we've already hit this truck enough. Let's hit that other truck. And I think that's more what it's really meant for. Obviously, it helps in the air defense role, but it's not great. Actually, does it have a data link? I thought I saw it, which is why I keep saying that it does, but I actually do not know. There we go. Yeah, it has the AG's missile data link, so it can be redirected mid-flight, but again, you see the maximum range here is 41 nautical miles. And I'm tempted to say burnout weight 2 kilograms, which is, I would, unless they're all rocket assist, I would think burnout weight would be their fire weight. Against surface 20 meters, against land 10 meter CEP. That might be the last tweak I make. That is just, I'm not worried about running out of them because we have 3,720 rounds, but I would like them to be more effective. And there's also consider that I believe the 5-inch guns, which these are working with, and those are relatively unchanged. I believe those 5-inch guns have like 20 round ready magazine, I think, after which they got to be restocked up or their rate of fire slows if you're just directly feeding it. So yeah, we'll let them use 50 nautical miles in self-defense. Automatic firing range will be 75% of maximum. And then they can use the system default rounds. And I think that will give us a higher kill rate on these high velocity rounds. Oh, before I forget. Okay. Pop up. So they should all be inheriting that new weapons release authorization now. So I think that's all the changes I want to make today. I don't know. I gotta think if, like, what else there might be to change versus, just doing another test and seeing where things land. I mean, already, and obviously things are going to change. This isn't the professional edition, so I can't do like a Monte Carlo analysis to see if that was like a fluke or if that's going to be generally the expected result of this, in that the carrier battle group basically expends most of their weapons but gets away relatively unharmed, while the Chinese forces sustain heavy casualties. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at now. So I think next time, maybe I'll come up with something else to change. Maybe I'll clean up some more of the satellites to help improve system performance, like just look at what's going to be over here for the next 24 hours and delete anything that's not going to be over there for the next 24 hours because it won't matter. Because the scenario shouldn't be running that long. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I think we're actually getting close to the end here, and I'll be able to record the game and then be able to basically have different views on what's happening, which is going to be really neat. I have no idea how I'm going to do that yet, but we'll figure that out as we go. It's been quite the learning process for me, but I definitely feel, I wouldn't say comfortable. I would say I feel like I have a below adequate understanding of command modern operations now after all this, but it certainly has improved. So with that, I think we're going to save it and leave it off there for today. So with that, thank you all for watching and stay tuned for next time and stay safe out there, and we'll see you then.